Scientists agree that if we ever discover alien life, the best chances lie on planets that resemble our own. Interestingly, many descriptions of extraterrestrials, both modern and ancient, portray beings that look shockingly similar to humans. This similarity has led some ancient astronaut theorists to a surprising conclusion. Perhaps aliens aren't aliens at all. Perhaps they're human. Former British Ministry of Defense UFO investigator Nick Pope explains that many alleged extraterrestrials appear distinctly humanoid. 2 arms, 2 legs, upright posture. According to Pope, this raises an unexpected possibility. Maybe these beings aren't visitors from distant star systems, but time travelers. Human time travelers. The idea suggests a scenario where humans thousands or even tens of thousands of years into the future might develop time-traveling technology and return to study their own past. And if that future humanity had evolved physically, larger heads, smaller bodies, bigger eyes, they might resemble the beings commonly referred to as alien greys. In this view, ancient astronauts might not have come from other planets at all, but from our own civilization's distant future. But is time travel actually possible? And could it really allow humans to traverse the vast distances of space? According to modern physics, the concept isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. If a human-made spacecraft could travel close to the speed of light, the passengers on board would experience time far more slowly than people back on Earth. This isn't science fiction. It's a proven effect predicted by Einstein's theory of special relativity. By traveling near light speed, a trip that feels like a few years to the traveler could correspond to hundreds, or even thousands, of years on Earth. Einstein introduced the foundations of time dilation in 1905. And if we assume those laws of physics hold everywhere in the universe, then an ancient astronaut, whether extraterrestrial or human from the future, could reach Earth and barely age at all, even as centuries passed in their home timeline. However, relativity also sets a limit. Nothing with mass can reach the exact speed of light. So even at 99.9% of light speed, the journey across the galaxy would still take significant time from our perspective. This limitation leads many theorists to propose another method: wormholes. First proposed by Einstein and his colleague Nathan Rosen in 1935, wormholes are theoretical tunnels in space-time that could connect 2 distant points instantly. Imagine bending a sheet of paper so 2 distant spots touch. A wormhole is the bridge connecting them. Some physicists believe that if wormholes exist and could be stabilized, they might allow travel not only across space but through time as well. While wormholes have never been detected, modern theories suggest they could have been formed during the Big Bang. If any stable wormholes survived, an advanced civilization, whether alien or human, might learn to find and harness them. Interestingly, stories resembling time travel appear across ancient cultures. In the Indian text, the Mahabharata, King Ravaita travels to the realm of the god Brahma. What feels like a short visit to him turns out to be centuries on Earth. Such time dilation mirrors what modern physics predicts for high-speed space travel. In Japan, the tale of Urashima Taro describes a fisherman who visits an underwater palace for 3 days, only to return and find 300 years have passed. His home is in ruins, and everyone he knew is long gone. Even the Hebrew Bible contains similar accounts. The story of the boy Abimelech describes how he briefly blacks out while gathering figs, only to awaken in what seems like the same afternoon, except 62 years have passed. Jerusalem has changed, and the people he knew are gone. Whether these stories originated from myth, metaphor, or memory, they mimic the physical effects predicted by relativity. Some researchers suggest they may preserve ancient encounters with travelers who experienced time differently, possibly due to advanced technology. In the modern era, accounts of extraterrestrial encounters have surged since the famous 1947 Roswell incident. Many descriptions of the beings known as the Greys portray them as small, thin creatures with enlarged heads and large eyes, an appearance that resembles certain evolutionary projections of what far future humans might look like. Decades ago, Science fiction often imagined future humans with oversized brains and reduced physical strength, assuming machines would take over manual labor. These depictions, tall foreheads, delicate limbs, large eyes adapted to darkness or space, look eerily similar to the alleged Roswell beings. This resemblance fuels the theory that the Greys may be a future branch of humanity, altered by thousands of years of evolution. Some theorists even point to symbolic coincidences, like the Roswell crash occurring near the birthday of the Egyptian goddess Isis, who is linked to the star Sirius. To them, this suggests ancient myths, alien encounters, and human evolution might intertwine in ways we don't yet understand. But the most startling claims came not from theorists, but from alleged insiders. In 1998, retired military engineer Bill Uhouse stated that after a mysterious crash in Kingman, Arizona in 1953, the U.S. government recovered not only the craft, but a living being. Uhouse claimed this creature, nicknamed J-Rod, worked with military engineers for decades, helping them understand the craft's technology. Soon after, microbiologist Dan Burish came forward with a similar account. But according to Burish, J-Rod revealed something even more astonishing. He wasn't an alien. He was human, one of two future human species that evolved after a catastrophic event forced some survivors underground. According to this narrative, humans who retreated underground adapted over thousands of years, developing large eyes, fragile frames, and insect-like features, traits needed for life in dark, confined environments. This would align with the Hopi, Zuni, and Navajo stories of the ancient ant people, beings who, according to legend, sheltered humans underground during past cataclysms. If the J-Rod story is true, it suggests the ant people myths could be cultural memories of encounters with future humans. Could humans really evolve to have insect-like traits? Surprisingly, genetics offers intriguing hints. Studies of the human genome show that nearly half our DNA may come from transposons, so-called jumping genes, that move between species. Some transposons originate from insects and other organisms that historically bit or infected humans. Modern research has shown that certain insects can directly transfer their own DNA into the organisms they bite. In theory, this genetic exchange could influence human evolution over long time periods. Researchers have already discovered insect DNA in some species infected through biting insects. And while humans haven't yet been tested specifically for this DNA, scientists believe it's likely present. The idea that humans could gradually develop insect-like traits, given enough environmental pressure, is not outside the realm of evolutionary science. Taken together, these stories, from ancient myths to modern UFO accounts, from theoretical physics to speculative genetics, paint a picture in which time travel, evolution, and extraterrestrial encounters may be more interconnected than we realize. If alien Greys are actually future humans, their visits might not be attempts to invade or observe us as outsiders, but efforts to study, guide, or even save their own ancestors. Their interest in human reproduction, reported in many abduction cases, could reflect attempts to repair genetic issues in their future population. And if catastrophic events did force future humanity underground, the evolutionary changes described in legends and insider stories might become inevitable. The question then becomes, are extraterrestrials truly beings from distant star systems? Or are they us, returning from our own future to warn, to watch, or to survive? Given the rapid scientific advancements of the last century alone, from relativity to quantum mechanics, from genetic engineering to experimental warp drive research, it's not impossible to imagine a future where humans master time and space. Whether through near light-speed travel, wormholes, or technologies we cannot yet imagine, future humans may one day move freely through time. And if they can move through time, perhaps they already have. Maybe the beings recorded across ancient civilizations weren't gods or aliens, but travelers from humanity's far future. Maybe they've been shaping our species' path all along. Or perhaps the truth is even more complex. An interplay of extraterrestrial intelligence, human evolution, and cosmic physics. As science continues to advance, The answers may lie not in our present moment, but somewhere in another place and another time.